Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music. We're going to talk about how you can play a song called Long Gone Day by Mad Season. And it starts off with a cool little bass line. If you wanted to kind of follow that, you could play the second fret on the A string and then open A. So we're kind of going B, 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 A. And the chords that backs up actually would start on an E minor chord. We play E minor. First finger goes to the A on the second fret, second finger on the D string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord and it sounds really sad. Now you may also want to think about adding in the third finger on the B string third, pinky on the high E string on the third, kind of making that an E minor 7 I again. And from the E minor, that open A kind of backs up a D major chord when we play D major. First finger goes to G on the second fret, second finger on the high E second fret, and third finger on the B string third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord and it sounds really happy. You may also want to think about lifting off the second finger, kind of making that a D suspended second, or you could add in the pinky on the high E string on the third fret for a D suspended chord, and that way you can kind of say some things around the D chords. Now you can kind of work this as kind of an 8 groove actually with just downstrokes, kind of E minor, D. So I'm kind of doing kind of an 8 down count on each one and kind of adding in a little bit of muting. Or you may want to try and kind of anticipate the D a little bit. Kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kind of idea. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the E minor and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, down. So we tried that through our main verse progression. It's kind of that intro. We'd have that E minor, D, E minor, D, down, down, up, down, up, E minor, D, E minor, D. Or if you want to kind of match the rhythm of the tune a little bit better, you could do the E minor with kind of a down, 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 up, down, and then hit the D for an up, up, down, up. Some things called harmonics, and what a harmonic is where you're lightly touching the string. You're not actually pressing down into the string. So if you took your first finger and just kind of lightly put him over the top of what is exactly the 12th fret, where that 12th fret line is, you can kind of get a higher pitched note to come out of the string. So from the side here, I'm kind of putting my first finger like right over the top of the 12, not really pressing down, just kind of lightly touching it. And the 12th fret is a really magical place actually, and E minor actually is kind of the chord that kind of gets there. It's kind of E minor 11 if you played it all the way down. Kind of that 12th fret on the E and the B and the G and the D especially is kind of a little E minor 7 chord. And you kind of hear that in the background. And if you took that idea and tried it on 7th fret, especially on the D, G, and the B string, that's like a little D chord, kind of playing kind of an A note and a D note and an F sharp note actually. So if you're more interested in kind of playing that kind of that ambient part of the background, that might be kind of a cool thing to kind of alternate harmonics from 12 to 7. Or you could even kind of try and get that into your strumming too, kind of where it works. Too. And we'll basically be repeating that for our verse progression until we get to kind of this cool little verse tag where we go from the E minor to a D major chord and then we go to a C major chord. We play C major. First finger goes to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the D string second fret, third finger on the A string on the third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord and it sounds really happy. Now while you're on C's in general, it can be kind of cool to lift off the first finger and make that a C major 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the B string on the third fret and make that a C major 9. Or another way to play C major 9 is to do first finger on the D second, second finger on the A string third, third finger on the B string third, and the pinky on the high E string third. And kind of work that for your C major 9, which can be kind of cool. And then we end up with a cool little hit on a B7 chord. And normally you do this first finger on the D first fret, second finger on the A second fret, third finger on the G second fret, and the pinky on the high E string second fret, which if you strum from the A string to the high E string, that sounds a B7 chord. Now it can be kind of cool too to kind of take the third finger and flatten it over the G, B, and E, and kind of make that a B9. Or you could use kind of a bar B major by doing first finger on the second fret for the bar, third finger over the D, G, and B string, and kind of work that for your B major. Or you could use a B5 power chord where you do first finger on the A string second, third finger on the D string fourth, and kind of use that for the B. So on that last time through the verse at the very end, you'll kind of hear that E minor, D, and then we go to the C, and then kind of a big B7 hit to lead into our chorus part. And on our chorus, we start out on the E minor, and then we do a C to a B7, and then we go back to E minor, and then we do a C to a D major. And you could kind of work that with that down idea, kind of the E minor for 8, C is kind of a 4, B7 for 4, kind of E minor, C, D, E minor, C, B, E minor, C, D. Or if you're doing the strum pattern, on those halving chords, you could do kind of a down, down, up on each chord. Or you could do a down, down on the first chord, and then kind of hit the other chord for the up, up, down, up. It's a little weird there, kind of a C with a down, down, B7 on the up, down, up. So if we tried it with our strum pattern, we'd have the E minor, C, B7, E minor, C, D, E minor, C, B, E minor, C, D. And then from that chorus, then we'd be going into kind of an intro return, kind of around the E minor and D. Now something else I think about adding to the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, you're throwing a bass note for the chord. So on the E minor, you have low E for the bass. On the D, you have the D for the bass. On the C, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the B7, you'd have the A for the bass. So we tried our intro that way, kind of adding in basses. You'd have the E minor, D, or you can make it kind of that bass. Down, down, up, down, you on the up, down, up, down, up. And then from there, then we'll be going into our second verse. So we're kind of alternating a lot of that, kind of E minor, D, E minor, D, E minor, D, E minor, D, until we get to that verse tag, E minor, D, and then our C, B7 hit to lead into our second chorus. And then we got kind of that E minor, C, B7, E minor, C, D, E minor, C, B7, E minor, C, D. And then from there, then we go into a bridge part, and we go to an F sharp major for our bridge. And the way you play F sharp major, normally you do this as a second fret bar, second finger on the G string, third fret, third finger on the A string on the fourth fret, pinky on the D string on the fourth fret. And if you strum all those together, it sounds an F sharp major chord, which sounds really, really happy. Now you could make a smaller F sharp, actually kind of using a power chord idea, by doing first finger on the low E second, third finger on the A string on the fourth fret, and kind of working that for your F sharp. Or a root position, F sharp 7. It's going to sound a little nasty and kind of away from the tune. But you can do first finger on the B string second, second finger on the G string third, third finger on the D string on the fourth fret, and kind of use just the top 4 strings for that. Or what may be very, very cool and slightly Alice in Chainsy is to take the F sharp major bar, and instead of doing the full bar, you do just the first finger on the low E second, and kind of use that for your F sharp, which would be very, very hip. And then from there, then we go to an A major chord. Normally you do this as first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B string second fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord, which sounds really happy. Now if you're kind of digging on that E minor 7, C major 9 voicing, you could use an A7 sus, where you do first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B string third, and the pinky on the high string third for the A. I think that's kind of playing around away from the tune a little bit there too. Or what could be very cool is to take the F sharp that we were doing with kind of the E and the B open, and take that shape and slide it to 5th fret, and now it's kind of an A major 9. So now I got first finger on the low E 5th, second finger on the G6, third finger on the A7, pinky on the D string 7, just leaving the E and the B open. And on this part from the A, we go to a B major chord. And you could even kind of take that shape and slide it over 2 frets and kind of work that for your keys. So if you're digging on those, there's kind of a drony feel in the tune. I think those would be cool. And it's kind of like our chorus because we're kind of halving those chords. So you could kind of work that F sharp, A, B, or either down, down. To kind of our main groove from our intro. Back to the E minor, D. If you're digging on the basses, for the F sharp you'd have low E for the bass. On the A you'd have the A for the bass. And on the B major you'd have the A for the bass. Or if you're doing the drone voicings, they'd all be on the low E string. So kind of look at that A, B, it's kind of low E basses. Verse. We got kind of our E minor, D. Now, if you know the licks around these chords too, feel free to take this lesson and kind of embellish it any way you want it to. Chorus, and then we're kind of back to our E minor, C, B, minor, C, B, minor, C, B, minor, C, B, and then from there, then we kind of go back into our bridge part. So back to our F sharp, A, B, F sharp. Which is just like our intro. So you got that E minor, D, minor. But that's the basics of how you get strung through Long Gone Day by Mad Season. So good luck.